Welcome to Monday Night Live, the weekly training that guides professionals to financial prosperity. Join our community and start building your wealth.
Let's go ahead and get started here. So just a formal introduction. Ryan Espinoza, again, works for the team. I found him through a service that helps me meet and interview virtual assistant candidates for different purposes. And Ryan was hired to learn more about web development with our team under Paul Kozlow. Some of you may remember him, and also do marketing, which he'd already done a lot. He'd already worked with the real estate team before, and he's more than excelled and surpassed all expectations. He and Sugar's another virtual assistant who's also very, very good. Some of you know her because she's more involved with onboarding and so forth. But we're always looking for things to bring to the team to give us a competitive advantage and help you guys keep up with technology advances in a way that doesn't require to go take a lot of classes or go back to college or any kind of thing like that. And one of the big advances has been, of course, AI. So just a quick little plug here. Some of you already filled out the survey. Remember, we are very soon launching our own AI huddle, and it's looking like it's going to be Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So keep an eye out for that. But we're using it for a lot. I mean, we're using it for strategic planning. We're teaching you guys everything that we know. Somebody's, if I can figure out
because we always trying
who
to
that
leverage
is.
online to help as many people as
Nope, it
possible.
wasn't Kathy. Oh, yeah, it was. Okay, sorry. So I got to figure it out. Tonight, specifically, I was looking to create another rehab estimator because the software we had for ReallyFlow, we changed the portal, the access point, and in doing so, we lost that one feature. So it's something that's very appropriate and very necessary when you're working with clients. Doesn't matter if they're investors or not. I mean, anybody looking to sell a home or anyone looking to buy a home, at some point they're going to start questioning what has to be done to the house to make it more valuable, to make it the way I want it, which involves remodeling, new carpeting, new floor, walls, doors, kitchens, bathrooms, roofs, plumbing, electrical, all of that. And we had a really good tool to do that. So we found a process through research with via AI to help you create your own app on your computer and your phone that uses the same software. It goes into your like Home Depot and Lowe's databases, and yours by zip code. It's looking by zip code for material costs. It also looks for labor cost, average labor cost for the area, for every component of remodeling in a house. And it's so smart, you can tell it this is going to be like light remodeling, sort of middle of the road remodeling or super duper luxury remodeling. So it's very accurate. We've already tested it. I demonstrated it and showed it to the team in one of the huddles, the investor huddle or lead gen huddle, we now call it. So in any case, I asked Ryan, he's the one who put it together for us. I asked him if he could show you guys how to do it, that you have your own app on your own phone and your computer. So when you're meeting with people, just imagine how much you'll have an advantage over other agents by impressing your prospects. When they ask, well, gee, we don't even have a clue what it would take to do this house. Say, no problem. Pull out your phone, input the data, and hit the enter key and let the software do the magic for you. So far, does this sound like would be a great tool for you to have in your arsenal when you're meeting with prospective client or particularly investors? Oh my gosh, invaluable. I can't tell you how many agents on the team and other agents I know elsewhere who, like us, work with investors as well as traditional clients. And in the majority of the time, they're going to ask you, can you help them figure this out? Now, your role as an agent is to not be a rehab expert, but with a tool, and you disclose to them, this was the tool that we developed. I'm not doing the work here. The tool is doing the work. But let's figure out what your cost would be. That's why we're doing it. So Ryan, if you want to, go ahead and you should be able to share your screen. Let me actually, we're already co-host. If you guys have questions, type them in the chat box. You can also feel free to unmute yourselves. This is a live and also engaging class. So we definitely want you to participate. Get as much out of it as you can. So be prepared to do the work tonight. Okay. Yes, Kathy, how are you?
I'm all right. PF wants to be promoted.
Okay. All right. Let me get him promoted. And Augustine, good to see you guys. Jackie, let's see.
Thank you,
Jean.
Kathy.
Yep.
Thank you,
Hey,
Gary.
Jean. You're very welcome. Good to see you, PF. Good to see
Welcome.
you, Kay. Good to see you, Jean. Um, and I'll keep checking the, I guess if you see something, just let me know like you just did. Thank you, Kathy, for doing that. So go ahead, Ryan, whenever you're ready, feel free to share your screening guide. If you could, please be prepared to do the work tonight. Like Ryan's going to show you what to do. Just create another browser session, follow the steps. We'll go slow enough so you can do it. I can tell you from 24 years of teaching, if in these types of classes that are hands-on, if you do the work while we're doing it, it'll get done. If you think to yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next weekend, I'll be willing to bet you $1 million. There's about an 80% chance it won't get done. So, in any case, that's my preaching moment for tonight. So,
All right, guys, can everyone see my screen?
hmm, yep,
All right. All right. Without further ado, this is what the app looks like. So it's a rehab, analysis mockup, where you input some address, upload some pictures, and let the AI do, uh, you know, the cost analysis for you. But of course, I want to show you how we came up to this. And first, I want to show you the prompt. That, of course, it's free for all. And I'll just send this to you, Gary, so you can share this to them.
okay,
And then where to put that prompt. So just open a new browser whenever you're free and just type Google AI Studio. And then, of course, the first result would be that. Just click on it and it will open, um, the chat box where we can enter the prompt. So, for example, here. So we're gonna copy the prompt that we have. This is just a dumbed-down version of what we did, Gary. So it's a much simpler version of what we have.
okay,
Uh, Perfect for, beginners. We are gonna paste it on this chat box, and then we're just gonna click on build.
okay. Now, is that something, can you email that to me,
Okay. Of course, Gary.
Ryan,
Yes.
or maybe put it in the chat. If you can copy it and paste it into the chat,
Yep.
they can
I'm
get it
gonna
right from there.
try it right now if I can paste it.
Okay. And
But
while Ryan's
I'll
doing that, guys,
definitely send this to you guys. Send this to you, Gary.
okay. Guys, while we're doing this, while Ryan's doing this, some of you are using Gemini, some are using Claude, some are using ChatGPT. They all work. I use personally ChatGPT Plus. It does cost an additional $20 a month, but it is absolutely phenomenal. So Ryan, is there a do you have a recommendation? Is it better to use ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini? Does it really matter? Or
For this one, Gary, it's better to use Google AI Studio, which is of course part of
oh, okay,
Gemini.
okay,
So, coding, not real coding. The process of building the app is actually free and testing itself is free. So,
excellent.
yeah. All right. So once the app, once we've, what you call this, copy the prompt and then pasted it to the chat box, the AI Studio will actually start building it and you don't have to
Mhm.
worry about anything else. Now, while it's rendering or building, just takes a couple of minutes, maybe 5 to 10 or whatnot. Let's go back to the prompt and analyze what we want based on what we've typed in here. So first of all, we will ask Gemini to be a specialized real estate rehab estimator and interior design mockup. And then the workflow itself, which is the step one. So we would be needing a property address, a set of high resolution photos. So this is basically what, whenever you visit a home and take photos, this is what we're going to upload. Um, So once the upload is complete, once you've uploaded the photos you've taken, you will be tagging each type of photos by room types. For example, if it's a kitchen or a living area or a bedroom, and and then the task it will do. We want Gemini to do an area by area inspection. We want him to give us recommendations like recommended repair or replacement needed in each room. The most important example would be the cost estimate, the difficulty rating, and the summary, of course. And then just, for we want Gemini to, of course, generate a photo of what that room would look like after repairs. So, of course, we would be telling him or her to do this. And then the goal, of course, by the end of this, you'll be having a clear photo-driven rehab estimate, a three visual upgrade options for room, which is basic, intermediate, and then luxury, and then of course a simple AI that is easy to use. So let's get back to the build and see if it's done. So once the build is done, you would see something like this. I'm gonna go on full screen now so you can see it. There. So it will actually give you some presets for you just to try, but we're gonna have to input our own. So for example, we will be needing this one. I'm gonna copy the address.
I'm lost. Can you tell me just to
Oh, sure.
start from the very beginning? Do I go into Gemini? Where do I start? I am lost already.
All right. So first step would be to open a tab and then just type in Google AI Studio.
Let's go ahead and put that in chat for them also, and use the everyone audience and set up panelists and to get the other option, but the one that says everyone, right? Or if you want to give it to me, I'll put it in the
Okay,
everyone.
so it says Gemini Unlimited, use AI. It's Chatbox AI, Gemini AI on one platform. I don't know which one is the correct one.
All right, let me share my screen to that.
Okay.
So, all right, usually when you go to AI Studio, you'll be seeing this window. Are we seeing the same one? All
No.
right. On the left,
I typed in Google AI Studio free is what came up, and it says Gemini Unlimited, use AI, get Google Gemini today. I don't know if I need to click on that.
I don't know. They should be seeing this one, Google AI Studio. And if you're not seeing that, I actually sent a link in the chat box, so you can just click on that.
Well, I'm trying to work my computer and my phone at the same time, and so
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to get something out of chat and type it into my computer. I'll have to figure that out. I'm sorry.
Right.
But I'm slow.
It's
That's
okay.
not my specialty.
So
It's fine.
So if
are
I
you,
go to Google in the search bar, what do I type in to get to your screen? I'm in a new
All right.
tab.
Just type in Google AI Studio.
Google AI Studio,
Yep.
web-based IDE for, okay. Then it says create with generative AI, Google prompting essentials, Google AI Studio.
Should be Google AI Studio.
Okay, so I click on that one. Okay, there's an agreement for me to agree to something.
Yep.
I'm a developer. Okay, I'd like to. All right. Then it says explore Google models. Where do I go? Featured, code and chat, image generation, video generation, speech and music, or real time are my choices.
On the left side of your screen, can you see this window?
Hold on, let me make it bigger. It's
Alright.
so small, I can't hardly see it on my phone.
Okay, so you're okay, you're
No.
using your phone for the
I'm
class.
talking on my phone and I have my computer up trying to get into this so I can do it.
Yeah, but really, let me go through this. So, um, if you could set up a call with me, what I'll do is I'll show you how to have both on your just on your computer, so you can be on the Zoom call and have another browser session going at the same time on your computer. Because otherwise, the way you're doing it, yeah, it's gonna be a challenge. You know?
Okay, so I should get into the Zoom call on my computer.
Absolutely, yeah.
All
Um,
right, let me
and
try
what we
that.
can do, if you want to, you and I can do like a private session.
Okay, I don't want to hold up the whole group, but
Yeah,
I'm lost. This is where I mean, if I don't start out right and follow him step by step, I cannot do it. It just,
yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
You're, 'cause-
you know what, Gary? And actually, I can send a step-by-step guide on how to do this
yes,
via
I'll
email.
take one too.
All right.
yeah,
And of course, if you're using your phone, the layout would actually be different from what you're seeing on my screen. So
yeah.
that might be the case.
That's what I'm thinking. So what I want to do, and anybody else that's doing it that way, what I'll do first, Kay, is we'll get you set up so you can do all this just on your computer.
all
So
right,
you're not moving back and forth, because it is going to look different on your phone for sure, because
yeah,
it's formatted differently for a phone. Um, and guys, what we'll do is these exact instructions we're actually going to put in the email tomorrow that goes out with the recording. So you'll have this video and the actual instructions. So if anybody really is, it's going too fast or getting behind, you'll be able to do that. But I would just want to make sure you do it. So if you want to, you don't want to try it on your own, or you try it and just not get anywhere, just set up a call with me, and then we'll do it on a Zoom together. But it's
okay, I'm gonna join the webinar on my phone right now. I mean, on my computer
okay.
and get in that way. I can do that.
Okay.
Okay,
All
you
right.
may have to make me a host again or a panel.
No worry. Let me
Canceling my phone. And I'm
wait
in.
for it to get here.
Okay, this is bigger.
Oh yeah, should be much better. Let me check. I'm going to keep checking the chat. I'm sure the attendee box and see whether when you're there, I'll go and get you promoted. It may have already, oh, it already did it automatically. You're already a panelist. Okay, good. Excellent. Okay. So Ryan, what you're showing us now, and guys, another message came through that it's hard to read the words on Ryan's screen. It takes some of your computer's time for everything to format, for the pixels to become clear. So in other words, how many of you noticed at the last minute the words might have been fuzzy, now they're clear? So Kathy, is that gotcha? Okay. Yeah, it's just different software platforms. But so Ryan, what you're showing now is this um, uh, the next steps. In other words, once you've created the app, now you're given
Yep.
an address, you're uploading pictures, and okay, all right, so
That's
let's
right, Gary.
continue.
So once you've pasted the prompt on the chat box, and then Google actually makes the app for you, you can now begin testing it. And if you want to do so, I suggest that you have your um, window set to full screen, which is the button right here. It says full screen. Just click
Mhm.
on that, and the app will go occupy the whole of your screen. And then from this one, you can begin testing. So it's asking for a property address, which is we're gonna paste ours. The living square feet of area, which I guess we would be having that right here. I'm just gonna copy this, copy the details of, the test that we're gonna make, paste it here, and then the year built would be um 1987. All right. You will be given a
Hmm.
drop-down box on the left side. It's up to you what you want to do. And then it will actually give you a preset photos for you to test, but we're gonna remove them because we want to upload our own photos. And then I'm gonna find some photos that we can use. For example, a photo of the kitchen. And then we're gonna tag this as kitchen on the bottom. And then upload another photo of a bathroom. And then it's automatically tagged. And another one for a bedroom. Again, tagged. And then I'm gonna go to the next step would be to re-inspect and update scope. And it's gonna run for a while. And while we're doing that, I
Now,
know most of you guys,
did
yes,
you have a
sorry.
scope already in there? Or what does it mean, impact and update scope? Do you need to insert the scope of work?
No, you can do it right here on the rehab and strategy target
Okay,
on the left
so you
side.
just pick one of those and it automatically does it.
That's right.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. And then, while this is running, um, you can actually, of course, I know that you might be working on your phone and your tablet. You can actually resize the screen. For example, you can check what it looks like on mobile and what it looks like on tablet mode. So you can do that on the testing phase. But for now, we're gonna do current screen size. All right. So once it's done to inspect,
Why
we
did
are
it all of a
going to.
sudden get fuzzy?
Oh yes,
It'll
of
clear
course.
up in a second. Yeah.
Yeah. When I move my screen too fast, it does that. So I'm gonna try to, scroll down slowly. So it will give you the analysis below. It will give you the total estimated budget and the materials of each finish. So we have here the basic finish, the intermediate finish, and the luxury finish for the kitchen. If you want to view another room, just click on the primary bathroom. Again, it will give you another cost analysis with, I think this would be, this is complete with analysis of the the highest ROI value and the area by area inspection and itemized cost. You
Is
can
there a
see all the
limit to the
filters.
number of
Yeah.
pictures you can put in?
I'm not sure yet, but I've tried uploading at least 10 photos and it all went through. But I'm sure most of us, most of you will be uploading more, based on the photos that you have. I'm gonna test that later today, and I'm gonna, include that in my email tomorrow on the limit of the photos we can upload. And then, once again everything would be here, the estimated budget, the project difficulty, the estimated duration, and the contingency reserve. So this will be
One
all
question about
detailed.
the photos.
Yes.
Does it have the same kind of photo requirements that MLS does, that it has to be a certain size and a certain way,
Oh
or
no,
take
I don't
anything?
think so. Yes, just it will take anything. So this is actually better for if you have your own photos instead of, grabbing something from MLS.
Uh,
So again, the estimate cost, the structural, mechanical, it's all here. Uh, it gives you some details of if it's urgent or if it's high ROI or moderate upgrade. It gives you all that. And then the next step, I'm Gary, sorry, I'm not gonna go into details um with regards to the numbers and the labor versus the material split.
Does it
I'm just gonna go
automatically
ahead.
calculate your cost based upon the market on the zip code of the address you put in?
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
The local cost.
And guys, this is one of the important parts here. So what's different about this is usually you're used to us developing something and then you just basically copy what we did and download it on your computer or phone or whatever the case is. Here, we're actually creating, you're actually creating your own app on your own phone and your computer too, by the way. So I suggest you do it on both. Um, and the reason is because you're all in different geographic locations. Well, that's one of the reasons. The software is already designed to have the estimates based on your market, labor and material costs. And by the way, on the photos, I did notice it did say to please load JPEG, JPG or PNG. And there was a third one, Ryan. I can't remember. It was WSEP or WESP, perhaps. There it is. Is that
WebP, WEP.
WEBP? Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
WEBP. So most of you are familiar with JPEG and PNG. And it does say high resolution, but really, so far, it's not rejected anything we loaded up. Um,
That's right, Gary.
Thank you
So
for finding that, Jerry.
mhm. So
so after
everybody
you've
okay with
seen,
understand if you can do it tonight, at least get the prompt done. That part, that's great. And then we can maybe we'll take one of our lead gen sessions. It's Wednesdays at 11:30 Eastern, and we can bring up one or two of yours and kind of help flesh them out, or we can do it on one-on-ones. But as much as you can get done tonight, then at least get the prompt in and executed so you get the basic app built. And then it's just a matter of playing around with it, learning how it works.
Hey,
I'm sorry,
Gary,
Ryan. Yeah, yes.
I copied the prompt, but I see the prompt is in twice in chat. So I fixed that and then I put it in Gemini and Gemini started asking me questions about it. Didn't understand what I was wanting. So it's still asking me questions. So while it was asking me questions, I threw it into Claude and it asked me a couple of questions. And now it gave me a really nice app. And I threw it into Lovable, and Lovable did it immediately
Oh,
without
wow.
asking questions. So I now have two. Lovable looks really simple. Anyway, I'll look at both of them, but I'm not sure why Gemini is still asking me questions. And I put the same
Mhm.
same thing in all three.
Mhm.
So, and I double
But,
checked to make sure I wasn't missing a sentence or something.
yeah. Well, I'm not sure, but I do know this. I think I now know why lovable is called lovable.
It's
But
simple. It's
yeah.
it's quick. I'd have to look to see. I think the one that Ryan is showing looks better, more complete, more impressive. This one
Mhm.
looks super simple. It might do the same thing. I don't know. I haven't played with it.
I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna do. I've done it before. I've already got mine, but I'm using Chat GPT Plus, so maybe that gives me a little more functionality or something. I'm not sure, but
Chat GPT Plus or Gemini?
I use Chat GPT Plus, but it does. Now this was developed on Gemini, so you would think since it was developed on Gemini, these AI platforms are sophisticated enough to realize that something was generated on their platform, and all we're doing is we're basically just redeploying it. Um, Let me real quick go into my,
So it's giving me choices now. Which way do I want to do a virtual app? Do I want to do a mini app with low code? I'm not sure exactly. So anyway,
Um,
I just thought I'd let you know.
right. Uh, just in case, you should be doing this on AI Studio itself and not on Gemini chat.
Yeah, I'm
So
on
those are
AI
those are
Studio.
completely all right, good.
Yeah.
So you should be, I'm guessing you're doing this on your computer,
Yes.
right? You should be doing this on, if you can see on my screen on the left side, new app.
Oh, that
Not
might
yet.
be the
It's
difference. That might be the difference.
Yep.
Let me try that again then. Let me double check.
Because
Okay, thanks.
just
I'll try
to
it.
just to reiterate, we are doing a web app. It's different from asking questions from, uh, the Gemini chat or the Chat GPT chat. So
So do
with
you want me
this,
to add at the beginning we are doing a web app or no?
I don't know, just copy and paste
Okay.
the prompt itself. And of course, before I go back, we are doing this on Gemini because we have the option here to publish our app. When we publish our app, you can actually just call it your own. You may want to share this to your friends or to your coworkers and all. Because with ChatGPT, I'm not really sure if you can do that, Gary, even if you're in the plus.
yeah,
You will just be on your own chat. With AI Studio, once you've published the app, you can share the link to others and have many people use it without logging into your account. So that's one key difference between using the AI Studio and all.
okay,
All right. So going back to the app, we can now go to the design studio once we've checked all the details of the rehab and cost estimates and all. So it will give you some, for example, AI-generated photo of the basic finish, an intermediate finish, and the luxury finishes with the estimated cost on the bottom of it and detailed analysis further down. I hope you, the texts are a bit smaller, but I hope you can see it on my screen.
okay,
So it gives you the key upgrade features, the level of difficulty, the labor cost, the material cost. It's all here. And of course, Gary, I have to make a disclaimer
mhm,
regarding the images they generated. The generation model actually has strict request per minute and daily limits on feed development, which is what we are now on because we're just testing. So
mhm,
to ensure that the application never breaks or freezes, when the limits are hit, the server automatically just serves curated reference rendering for each room. So
mhm,
it might not be accurate if you've been doing this a lot during testing, because there's actually a limit.
mhm,
Will it improve once you publish the app? Yes, but we're gonna talk on that later on. So there you go. What we have here is a rehab estimate and a design mockup. This
okay,
is just the bathroom. If you want to see the kitchen, just click on kitchen here, and it should give you a different estimate. Same thing for guest and bathroom, living room, and all. All right. So
mhm,
um, now, if you're not really convinced or you see something wrong with the app, you just go and exit the full screen mode. So you'll have the chat box on the left side again. And then from here, you can improve your app by typing in what you want. So for example, you want to be very specific that the cost of the materials and labor should be what your local cost is. You just type it in here. If you want the color of your app to be different, you want to say red, just type it in here and it will change automatically. Of course, after rendering for about a couple of minutes. So basically, what you're doing is making your own app live. Just
Mhm.
type in here what you want it to do. If you want to add an ROI calculator, you can do that. What else can we do?
Well,
We
that could be
can
pretty
ask
good.
it, yep, we can ask it to add another, for example, zip code and regional cost adjustments. We can have it add an ARV function after repair value. We can actually tell it to um what else, Gary? Uh
Mhm.
the 70% rule check. We can actually tell it to do that. Whatever you want
Okay.
that will make your job easier, you can just type it on here. And Gemini will do it for you. The thing is, Gary, 20 years ago, if you're gonna
Yeah.
do something like this, you will have to study hard how to code manually.
Oh, yeah.
But now you can just tell AI what you want to do, and it will do the coding for you based on what you see on this app. So you want the text bigger, just tell it that you want the text bigger or anything that you want. Now, Gary, when you want to actually publish the app,
Hmm.
um, you can just click on publish. Now we're gonna talk about the cost now. Is that okay, Gary?
Yeah. So everybody, what Ryan's talking about now is what you just created is at no cost to you. This was just you using it on a case by case basis with your clients and or prospects, whether they're traditional buyers or sellers or investors buying rentals or flips or selling them. What Ryan's talking about now is if you develop something and you really like it and all your people really like it too, and you think, okay, I can allow other people to have this, you can do what's called publishing. But publishing requires another set of protocols you have to follow that's not yours. It's from the source here, and there's cost there. What it means is you can make money doing it. So if you go to like your app store on your phone, whether you're have on a Mac, an Apple phone, or Windows, you some of those apps actually cost you money. Have you ever noticed that? $1 a month, $10 a month. You can actually do that yourself. So, Ryan, anything more that I think would help clarify what the
Yes,
steps
of
are?
course, Gary. So basically, once you publish the app, you can, like what I said, call it your own. Share it to other person, make it public, of course. So let other people use it, and of course, Gary, make money as you want, as you said. Now, the cost of publishing the apps is not really that high. So as you can see here, um, for personal use or if you have a team, the actually expected API cost would be $1 and up to $2.50 a month, and that's it. If you want this, if you expect your app to go bigger, like thousands of people are using it, you can actually set the budget to $5 a month, and that's it.
Hmm.
You will have your own app. But of
Yeah.
course, if you don't want to spend anything, you can just stay on testing mode, which is what we are right now. You can actually share this to other people as it is. But the thing is, like what I said earlier, um, the testing app is on a free uh, per minute and daily limit regarding the image generation. So if there are too many of you using the testing app, it might not look right. So if you want to go public, you just publish it. Again, I'm gonna be flashing what it costs to publish the app. For personal use, up to $1 to 200 to $250 a month. And then for something bigger, like you expect thousands of people to use it, you can budget it for up to $5 a month. And that's it.
Awesome. Let's
Okay,
do a
so these are our costs. They're not costs to whoever we share it with or whoever uses it, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
let's
Question.
do a quick survey here. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let's do questions first, and I want to bring up some commentary here. Which one? So, if you have a question, please feel free.
All right, thank you. So, where is it on the app that it knows my marketplace? So so it can start pricing materials and things like that based on my location.
Should be on the property address you entered.
Oh,
There should
it's
be a
based
zip
on the
code
property
there.
address.
Yep.
So I could be mocking up or looking at a property that could be in need of repairs in Alaska, and then it would tell me the prices based on Alaska.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
it's
should,
only for
I mean,
US, not international, right?
oh yeah, I haven't tried international yet. PF, sorry. But I'm
Okay,
gonna do some testing if you want.
sure. Thank you. No,
All right.
I'll be
Yeah.
curious what the cost of living in Spain might be if I go there to renovate something.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Funny you should ask the question, PF, because I was going to say this for another session, but guess what? Obviously, we're a global investor agent team, and thanks to Jessica, she's looking to launch Jamaica. She's become pretty good friends with the person who launched France. Her
Mm.
name's Audrey, and her son. You guys met a few weeks ago in class. Olivier taught class for us regarding the global marketing agent platform. So we're now officially partnering with them on a global basis to do business, not just in the States, but to do business overseas in multiple countries. And one of them is likely will be Croatia. A couple others will be like Belize and Costa Rica. So my my hope is this actually works in those locations too. But we're going to have to do some testing because there's no way I can make that prediction now. But that would be awesome to give us another tool in our tool belt to help people who, like Olivier and Audrey are here in the States, they're in France. There's people in Croatia, Albania. I mean, the company's in 30 different countries. And I personally know business of people from 13 different countries, you know. So that would be I hadn't thought about that, PF, so thank you for bringing it up. And I think we're
Okay,
gonna check that out and see like that could be another big boost for us, you know.
cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Another question. Is the app, is it setting up to give me options as to where to purchase the materials from? Home.
Want to learn what's working right now in real estate? Then don't miss Monday Night Live, happening every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Each week, we bring you expert training on real estate investing, agent attraction, lead generation, marketing, and AI-powered strategies to help you work smarter and scale faster. You'll also hear inspiring success stories and lessons learned from some of the most successful real estate leaders and investors in the industry. Whether you're a brand new agent, a seasoned investor, or building a high-performing team, there's something valuable for you every single week. Learn, network, grow. Registration is completely free. Simply visit globalinvestoragent.com to reserve your seat for an upcoming Monday Night Live session. Join us this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and discover strategies you can put to work right away. We can't wait to see you there.
People versus Lowe's versus mom and pop hardware.
With this prompt, PF, it doesn't, but you can actually
Okay.
indicate it here on your prompt that you want to see the different prices between different suppliers.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Right, sure.
Yeah. I guess let's do a quick little survey here. I realize there's people on the call here that I know from the team have been using AI already for a couple of years, and others uh, have not even probably got started yet. And it's important to understand it. You can this can work whether you've used AI or not. But one comment Ryan made is the way AI works, and what it's really doing is it's doing the programming for you that programmers used to do. Now, programmers still write software. Programmers are writing software that allows this to be done, creating apps, right? And that's been around for several years now. But if you're on the team, please join the AI huddle. A survey went out on the team EXP Hub team page, went on the team WhatsApp page, and Sugar put it out to the team in an email. So everybody has the survey from Rose Michelle and her husband Kurt, because they're going to run that AI huddle Thursdays at 6 p.m. We want your input in the survey. I did it in just probably 30 seconds, you know. So please keep an eye out for that. Right now, it's looking like Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. But
It's
the
gonna be
reason you
on
want to
Thursdays at 6 p.m.
Eastern, sorry, 6 Central, 6 Central, yeah. Thursday, 6 Central, so that's going to be 7 Eastern, 5 Mountain, and 4 Pacific. But the reason this is important is I want you to get used to using AI, because all you're doing is you're just talking. You're typing, either typing in on the computer, telling the AI what to do, but you can also just talk to it. There's a feature on all the AI portals. You just click the microphone button and you speak into it and tell it what you want. And the only thing you've got to really remember is the more detailed you are, the better the result. Okay, I'm not going to go any further than that now because that's a whole different class. I just want you to know that if you can turn on your computer and you can type, then you can use AI, you know, and this is an excellent way to get started using it, to learn what it's capable of and how unbelievably easy it is to use. And I know it might not seem that way if you haven't used it yet. I'm just telling you, all you're doing is speaking just like I'm speaking right now. That's all you're doing, or typing if you choose to type. That's all it is, plain language, no techie stuff at all. So let's do a quick little survey. Raise your hand. Let's do this. On your chat box, please type in the number 1 if you only know what AI is. You just never use it, but you've heard it. People talk about it. A 1 is you've never used it, but you've heard people talk about AI. A 10 is you've been using AI for 3, 4, or 5 years. You use it every day, and you're comfortable using AI. And a 3 would be you maybe created a spreadsheet with it. A 5 would be you're using it for diet and exercise and things like that. The 7 or 8 would be, you've actually used it to create marketing campaigns, reduce strategic planning. 10 would be you've used it to create employees. Okay. So look at the range where we got 10s, 2 to 3, some 7s, some 5s. So no 1s yet, but everybody is somewhere in the range and has some familiarity with it. So
Maybe Ryan could create a quick poll
there you
so
go.
so you could get a visual on the ranges.
Yeah. What's really neat
Sorry.
when you use any of those tools, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, when you use them, the AI tool saves what you're telling it to do. They're called prompts. It saves it off to the side. You can always go back and retrieve what you did 3 months ago, 6 months, last year, right? To share with others, to modify them, to improve them. But more importantly, you're building your confidence and your competence using AI. So it's one of the biggest innovations, I think, in our lifetime. I mean, we've done some amazing things as far as the human race goes, the last generation. I think this is clearly one of the top, right? Just a brief little personal comment. Yes, it can be used for evil just like it can be used for good. So far, I've seen nothing but good come out of all this. And I believe firmly that in very short order, probably in the next 2 to 3 years max, we're going to see some major quantum leaps in medical technology and methodology, easily air travel and probably space travel, and more importantly, productivity. Because here's what I figured out. At the beginning, I thought, my gosh, this is going to take a lot of jobs. That's not what's happening. What's happening is it's allowing people to do their jobs more easily and be more productive without killing your schedule or taking time away from your family. It's allowing you to be more productive and get more done, which means you're going to be able to do a better job in your business. Does that make sense, guys? I mean, if you think about it, any technology we ever developed, everybody was afraid of. Remember when the internet came out? Remember when we put the MLS on the internet? Every agent was like, "Well, we're out of a job." It never happened. When the wheel was invented, did it cost the caveman his job? No, it made it easier, right? So, in any case, sorry to be on a soapbox here. I just want you to know this: everything's going to be okay. It really is. Just give it a shot, give it a try. Join the huddle. Now, these huddles are typically for team members, but I'll let a little secret out here. We're entertaining the idea of opening up the AI huddle to pretty much anybody that's in real estate, and it's sort of a goodwill gesture. And my belief is a rising tide lifts all ships. We want to. This is the kind of thing we want to share with people and help them and build goodwill. Um, so to keep eyes out for that, your ears open. So, anyway, so survey says I'm going to do the rough math here. It's looking like we're right smack in the middle. We're probably as a group around a five. Somewhere we see 7 8s, 2 3s, uh, maybe slightly more. I see 110, and that's my superhero Lisa. So, Lisa, by the way, Lisa, do you want to make any comments just to help people that are at the 2s and 3s feel more comfortable and confident? You've done some amazing things with it, even some fun things.
This is actually really cool. I had obviously gone to the wrong spot, but now that I'm where Ryan told me to go, I created, this is beautiful. And I changed the background. Now I've got an address in, I need to upload some photos. This is really simple once you put the instructions in the right place. It just does it for you.
Mhm.
Good. I just got to get to the right place.
Gary, you've got somebody wanting in.
Yep. Yeah, Stephen Washington.
Not a lot, just so small one.
Yep. Oh, sorry, that was Gene. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Stephen Washington, guys, just joined the team, and I believe he's in now, logged in. So Stephen, if you're there and you got a question, um, feel free. I did see your one message
Yes,
to
I
me.
did have a thank you for upgrading me to, so I can comment or ask questions. I had a question
Mhm.
for Ryan real quick. Is it any way, say for instance, we was dealing with an investor and we wanted to spit out like a report that we can submit to an investor to kind of give them a rundown analysis of a property? Would that app enable us to do that?
Yes, you can actually print the report or even send it by email or print it to PDF, whichever format that you want.
Okay. And the report will have like the 70% rule, the ARV, and different things of that nature.
Yes, it will. Once you ask the app to include those, you can definitely include that in your report. They will be there.
Okay. And then a question for you, Gary. I kind of missed a nice portion of the Monday Night Live. Will you be emailing us that prompt and instructions to set everything up?
Yeah, Sugar will actually get the email tomorrow, Stephen, with this recording and also the actual specific instructions that Ryan's given us. It'll be out probably end of the day tomorrow. And even
Okay,
though it
I
looks like
appreciate
it's for me, it's all automated.
Okay. All right, appreciate it. Thank
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, did you get a hold of the state broker office about a mentor?
you. I really don't think I need it. I've been doing pretty good. I kind of got the hang of Sky Slope and a couple of other things I was having
Good.
a problem with. So I don't think I need it.
Good. Yeah, set up a call with me. Let's keep moving the ball down the field, okay?
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Um, okay, guys. Well, I tell you, we're getting close to 8. Rob Hawk, do you have a question? Or
I have
want to
a
add?
quick caution, and if you'd rather me express this caution to you privately, it comes from a home inspection licensure and general contracting licensure requirements that would put some limitations on what a realtor could do to offer these estimates to their clients. And some of the words that are used would definitely set off some alarm bells of some regulators in the state of North Carolina.
Okay.
And so, do you want me to quickly just express them?
Absolutely, yeah. You're part of the group,
Okay.
and I wanted so
Your
guys,
estimate number comes out at over 40,000, and you provide it in writing to a client in the state of North Carolina. You must be a licensed general contractor. You are practicing general contracting when you do that. Now, you can do that without a license, but at your own peril. The other thing is, as soon as you use the word inspection and you share an opinion about 2 or more systems, you are practicing home inspection licensure. And if you provide that in writing to a client, you can do so, but you do so again at your own potential peril of providing that kind of service. I mean, the way I go about this is, being a licensed home inspector, I provide a report that's interactive. They can then share that with general contractors that they want to do. Now, one of the things that I plan on doing is providing home inspection services part of my listing service, because I'm looking at oceanfront investor properties all up and down here, and the owners don't know what they're selling. The realtors don't know what they're representing, and without a home inspection to really bring that around, people are selling stuff that really, I mean, I do home inspection reports that are 150, 160 pages on these kind of properties. And certainly to go in and take some pictures and run a quick thing for an investor that wants to flip that kind of property, that's scary. So I think you got to, like the 3-bedroom built in 87 in a suburb, where the state doesn't have, like Pennsylvania, I know doesn't have significant licensure for home inspectors at all. And I think the only thing you need a GC license for up there residential is the electrical. At least it used to be. I don't know if that's changed. But, I think just my caution is beware of the legal environment that you're working in when you start offering these kind of services.
And I thank you for being up, because I'm thinking as you're talking here, Lisa brought this up too, is the app is shareable. So I think what we ought to do, guys, is and we can, Brian, you and I can kind of tighten this up a little bit. Is number one is not use the word inspection right off the bat, because I actually do remember that. Rob brought it up, but also put in there full disclaimer. I am not a certified inspector. I'm not a certified appraiser or contractor, not even a licensed contractor. And anything you do, if it approaches the $40,000 number, is say we're going to share the app. What we could do then, Rob, is share the app with them and let the consumer do that on their own, and tell them this is simply a software to use to give you an idea of what you'd be looking at. But we recommend, and we do this already, we recommend you use licensed bonded contractors to give you real estimates. I think if we did that, if we shared the app with the client and had them run it themselves, that hopefully would take care of the one part. The other part is not use the word inspection, and to tell them, like, if we already do this now, where we have to tell them, hey, I'm not an attorney, I'm not an accountant. My specific role is a real estate agent. My role is to market your property. We can't even guarantee we're going to sell the property. We can't. It's not. Nowhere on a listing agreement does it ever say our job is to sell your property. It just says we're going to market your property. So I think the same thing here with some good disclaimer wording. We make sure they know that this is not an official professional contractor's estimating tool. This is something we developed for your, you, the client, convenience, so you'd have a rough idea what you're dealing with. We recommend you contact a licensed contractor to get a formal estimate
So,
on these.
Gary,
Yeah,
we can prompt our app to add that terminology in the
correct.
report, that we are not licensed contractors. We are, kind of just giving a guesstimate and to recommend that the client actually go and
Yeah,
get licensed help to confirm the estimate.
yeah. But I do agree with you. Yeah, we should definitely change or modify the form to do that. But I'm thinking about Mr. Hawk's background, and he's licensed in an area that probably none of us are, and understands that those laws better. So we do need to be really careful, not just with disclaimers, but also if there's actual work, laws that kick in with certain wording or certain dollar amounts, that at that point, I think you can share the app and tell them, I'm sharing this app with you because it's not an official estimator. It's a convenience for you, and I'm required to have you do the estimate on your own computer, your own phone. You're welcome to use this app. Something like that. What I can do is run it by my broker, and we'll get some official EXP guidance here, because I know there's other tools, because we've been using one for several years now. So Robert, it was called the Hammer Point. And Hammer Point was actually a tool that contractors use to do estimates.
I've
Um,
used it.
yeah. So we had access to that for a couple of years. We just lost it when we switched portals. We didn't have a choice. The vendor no longer sold what we were using, and we were grandfathered. And they finally said, you got to find another portal. So we did, and that particular portal did not have Hammer Point. That's really why we're here doing this with this app. But
And I would plan to use this. I'm not at all against using it. I think it's a great tool for people as they're sorting through stuff. But when it comes
yeah,
down to the due diligence period, is
yeah,
when people got to roll up their sleeves and really get the numbers. And
yeah.
this is going to get them in a ballpark, but it's not going to get you to where you want to be with when you're taking money out of your wallet and paying for stuff.
Yeah, especially $40,000. Yeah, yeah, but at least still having the main thing is it gives them an idea of, like, the way I envision this, you're going on a listening appointment. There's somebody that says, we know we need to sell, but we also know we've been here 20 years, and so the kitchen's 20 years old, and the siding's 20 years old, everything's 20 years old, and we're pretty sure we're gonna have to upgrade. We just have no idea what it's going to take. And then we can say, well, we have an app that's it's a convenient tool, but at least it gives you a rough idea. However, it's not an official estimate, not from a licensed provider. We recommend you use one, but here you're welcome to use this app and get at least if you're still talking about 10,000 or 50,000. I mean, that's probably in plain language. In your opinion, does that sound like the right type of approach when we're showing this tool to people?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, Brett. Robin, I appreciate your input. At least it looks like, guys, Lisa just put something in there. Is that um
The
oh,
first link was actually the app. It was supposed to be the
uh,
PDF. The PDF is the one down below. And if you look at it, that's the way it's saved. So it's really pretty in the app, but then when it saves, it goes regular colors. But if you scroll all the way to the bottom, take a look at what it says there. That needs to be changed.
at the bottom of this estimate, the information needs to be changed, so we need to be aware of that. Oh, that's in the PDF. I see what you're saying. Let me take a look at that.
Yeah, so it says prepared by estimator/agent. So if you put your name there and it has signature and date, and it says accepted by general contractor/client, signature and date. I would take that off of there and I would put some kind of a disclaimer and change that piece completely.
And don't we have to also acknowledge that this is AI generated. A lot of a lot of things now
Yeah,
I think we're supposed to.
I think you could probably put on there this app was created by AI, but the other thing is it might be something to run past Carlos. I don't know if anybody's used that yet, but it's been talked about every single day at EXP that we're supposed to run everything from business cards to signs to flyers through Carlos to check to make sure we're compliant. I'm not sure I want to do that with this. I think I would.
Who's Carlos?
Um, Carlos is their automatic system that you
yeah.
upload all your stuff into, and it tells you if you're compliant and if you're not, what needs to be changed. But what I don't like about Carlos is when you upload your thing, it also sends a copy to your brokers in your state. So you're reviewing they want you to review everything from your business cards to your flyers to your whatever into Carlos. You can find that on the hub. They've been talking about it on the
Mhm.
agent meetings, that moved from Friday to Wednesday, the ones that the company does.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the gate company.
Yep. Yep. And by the way, Lisa, thanks for
Thank
putting
you.
the PDF up there. I'm looking at it now, and we definitely want to take that bottom part off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So, Um,
But if
okay.
you go and click on the link for the app turned out really good.
Oh, it's amazing. Look at it. This is spectacular. You
Yeah.
know? Oh, wow. Good stuff.
This was just for a kitchen remodel on my little 1212 Cottonwood. With the
Okay.
middle, I didn't go luxury. I went intermediate.
Okay. Um, okay, let's see here. Guys, any more questions? We're getting ready to go to bed, and guess what Ryan's getting ready to do? He's halfway around the world in beautiful Philippines. So, but if you guys could, please give Ryan a big pat on the back or a thumbs up or a hand wave because this is
Thank you,
Thank
um
you.
Ryan.
yeah,
Thank you
Thank you,
very
guys.
much. It was very helpful.
yeah,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
yeah. We're lucky to have him. So if you guys want to, I can hang around another few minutes if you have questions or comments on that. It could be right up to any subject. And also, uh, Rob Hawk, thank you also for chiming in. Uh, very necessary information, so we know we need to make some modifications to this. Um, be compliant. I really appreciate it. That's why I love doing these live sessions like this. Yep.
But it's still an amazing start.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, we have something. The thing I like about it is I knew we could find other tools, and we did. We found other tools, but they were very limited. And if you wanted something like here's the catch. We can give you something for free, but if you want something that actually really works the way we need to, well, then you got to pay a whole lot more. So I just stumbled across this and I said, hey, Ryan, would you mind taking a look at this and run through it and just tell me, hey, Gary, this was one no good at all, or this is a 10, this was easy to figure out. If they did it in a matter of minutes, I knew we were on to something. Then we had to play with it. And Ryan did all of the lion's share of the work on it. And now we got something each of you can use and share with your clients too, because I think you can share maybe once or something at least without any taking on any type of a cost. So if you publish it, that's where you're going to run into some cost. Um, but let's come up. So Ryan and I, you know, should probably um, come up with the modifications we're going to make to be compliant. I'll run it by my state broker, and she's a managing broker for several states. You know, Illinois as well as like Wyoming, so big population states, little population states, and we're going to go with that. Um, so pretty good stuff. So next week, guys, just so you know ahead of time, I want to get back to one of our other investor calculators, which is the one we use for rental properties. It's the advanced calculator. We already went over the basic one, I think back in June or July. This one is the one that comes from CCIM. So if you remember that, and you want to invite people, get to this class, next week would be good because it's our own app. We built it modeled after the CCIM calculator. It looks a little complex at first, but I'm going to show you how to use it. We'll take the entire hour and go through step by step in the calculation. And you all have access to it directly from our team website. And you can download it on your own computer and make it look like it's yours. Put your name on it and your phone number and your email number on our team. It doesn't matter if they knew who I am. It doesn't even help. It matters a whole lot if they know who you are. So take these tools, brand them to reflect you, right, in your area. That's really, really important. So we'll do that next Monday, okay? Another great class to invite some guests to if you want. So, okay, any final thoughts or questions? And that includes Bob Witsy. Bob, great call today, by the way. It's a pleasure to meet you. And we're meeting, I think, towards the end of the week. Is that right?
Tomorrow.
Oh, hot diggity dog. Okay, good. So, any case, I'd be interested to get your feedback on the class here. And these are, so everybody meet Bob. He's interviewing the team, seeing if we meet the muster. So, yeah.
Oh,
So,
Brian,
we're
one
conquering.
final question. I run the thing. It looks like I got the app up and running. How do I save what I have so I can go back and use it? Is it already saved?
You don't you don't need to save it. Every time you go to AI Studio, it will be there.
Oh.
So I can click on the back to start,
Yep.
and it would already be there on my
Yes, you can
under
actually,
my
guys, you can
apps.
actually, yep, you can actually do multiple apps if you want, and it will all be there for
Yeah.
you to edit or to modify. Yep.
Okay,
And
great.
PF,
Thank you so much.
what I do, if I have something really good that I want to save and share with other people, like my dad, who I'm pretty sure is not using AI, I'll just go ahead and copy and paste it, download it or copy and paste it into like a Word doc or something, and then share it that way. So by the way, PF, Bob is in Concord. So Bob, PF is in right in Boston, right downtown.
Somerville. Oh, cool.
Somerville, okay.
I used to live in Concord,
Oh, awesome.
Bitter
Yeah.
Spring Road.
Well, Bob's done a lot with builders out there, home builders. So,
Nice.
Yep.
And Robert Hogg, thank you for your insights. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I didn't mean to be the wet blanket or anything, but I just
Not at all.
in North
No,
Carolina we got policemen watching the policemen around here. So
yeah.
It's good information. Don't feel bad about it, Robert.
No, it was very helpful. I would never have thought about it.
Yeah. Well, it's absolutely important. That's part of playing defense. Agents were so used to scoring points. We want to play offense. That's what we want to do. The defense is all it takes is one bad move to make you have a real bad day. So Rob, real quick for Robert Hawk, just remember I've got an ace up my sleeve in New Bern. The chief of police in New Bern is one of my college buddies. We were roommates. So Pat Gallagher, he's a good old Irish cop from the old days, but so he's in New Bern up there, probably not too far away.
New Bern's 3 hours.
Well, he'll help you. He's one of those guys. So just say Gary sent you.
Okay. What's his name?
Pat Gallagher. Yeah.
Pat Gallagher.
Yep.
Okay.
Former Navy turned police officer, and he was in Virginia Beach. He was the captain of the 5th Precinct, which is the oceanfront, and really just turned it around. He was one of the police officers who said, "We're not gonna. We want to be with the people. Everybody get out of your cars and walk around and talk to the people, talk to the tourists, talk to the residents." And he's amazing. He's an amazing human being, So.
Well, with a name like Pat Gallagher, who would have ever guessed he was a policeman?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, listen, guys, I've got a piece of blueberry pie waiting for me, so I'm going to head out. But thanks for joining us tonight, everyone, especially the guests. And thanks again, Ryan Espinoza, for taking your precious time. And remember, just take a half a day, whatever you want to do to compensate for this. I certainly appreciate it, So
Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks,
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Ryan.
Have a good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye all. Thank you,
care, guys.
Gary.
You're welcome. Mhm.
Thank you for watching Monday Night Live. Consider subscribing. Agents, want to learn more? Schedule a call with Gary using the link in the description.